That's my understanding.
Nat, showtime in 5 minutes.
Hi, I'm Gerald Wolf. I'm one of the partners at Gerald Edelman. I'm in this fabulous venue, the Ronnie Scott's Jazz Club, and with me is Fred Nash. He's the managing director of the club. And tell me, where did it all begin?
So Ronnie Scott's Jazz Club opened in 1959, but it didn't open here. It opened around the corner in Chinatown in a small basement bar on Gerrard Street. And in 1965, it came to where we are now in Frith Street.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just an amazing venue and it's legendary. It's still, without being biased, my favourite jazz club in the world, and I've played at many because it's the layout, the vibe, the people, the musicians that have played here in the past. So it's such a kind of feeling every time you come in, even from big American touring artists, they feel the same way. So yeah, it's definitely up there with the best.
Okay, so tell us a bit more about the club today.
The club today is a venue which operates up to 3 shows in the main club every night, 2 shows in our upstairs bar. We are showcasing all forms of live music, jazz, music of jazz origin, jazz, funk, soul, blues, R&B. The genre is very, very broad and ever evolving. And Ronnie Scott's is going from strength to strength.
So Fred, what do you think makes Ronnie Scott's stand out compared to some of the other jazz clubs around the world?
So the people. So Ronnie Scott's is all about the people, the staff and the guests.
I've been here so long, it starts feeling like a family, you know, like a second home.
I've been at Ronnie Scott's for 8 years. Well, I play guitar, a few instruments, and I always got really interested in the actual aspects of live and also records, and then ended up here. Great place to work.
I've got colleagues who started working here. Louis in the box office started working in 1986. So I've got a chef in the kitchen who's been working here since we think about 1985. He doesn't remember.
How about you? You're a young guy.
It's interesting, yeah, I was in my 20s when I started working here and now I'm in my 40s, so it does feel like I've spent a big stint here.
I think the best thing about being on stage is the feedback from the audience. You know, if you see happy people and they're getting up and they're having a great time, and they're smiling, and you can obviously feel the energy from them because it's a two-way thing. So obviously we give what we give, but if the audience give us something back, it's electric, and that's why it's like a drug. You just can't help but want to do it more and more. So yeah.
I think if I'm right, you're in your 15th year.
Yes.
Of being at the club.
Yeah.
So have you got a favourite year?
So it'd be hard not to talk about 2019 simply because that was our 60th anniversary.
I remember very clearly at the anniversary at the Royal Albert Hall. Ironically, some of the stars that were there, in many respects, I found that the most spectacular part.
Absolutely, and some of the organisations that we've supported, like Tomorrow's Warriors, the people that come out of those organisations, they're the headliners of today. Some of the bands that we've supported through our charity, we can't even book them, they're too big now. So it's fascinating to see that evolution.
Exciting, electric, naughty.
You might need to subtitle.
I'm in this fabulous venue, Ronnie Scott's Jazz Club, and I'm going to share some